Welcome to Transformative Talk Tuesday, Black Men Voices in the 21st Century. We've got a powerful night ahead of us of great discussion. Our conversations this evening are focused in men on philanthropy, and I'm really curious to hear when you first heard the word philanthropy.
Philanthropy and charity are two different things. Okay, philanthropy is about investing in the whole human, the general welfare of people. And invest in both your dollars, invest in your time, invest in your money. You may give to your church.
I've spent a lot of time in my childhood in the Boys and Girls Club of America, playing ball and around a lot of older guys who had gone on to make waves in the sports field and come back, and they would speak with us and hang out with us during the summers. Growing up in Augusta, Georgia, and Atlanta, Georgia, and so forth. So when I got into a position where I could give back, the Boys and Girls Club was the first kind of organization that I was, on board with as far as contributing not only resources but time and mentorship.
When you've been blessed, you bless other people. I guess community was the word that we used, but when I got older, I realized that, this is philanthropy, and this is something that I definitely want to make sure I continue in my life moving forward.
So I knew we were always giving, but I just never knew what philanthropy was, and I didn't really experience philanthropy until actually, when I got into the Master of Public Health program at Morehouse School of Medicine, I received the Janet Blumenthal Scholarship, and that was my first experience receiving philanthropy. But in retrospect, thinking back, I was always giving back.
We should all recognize and accept that a lot of the giving, last year in the wake of George Floyd's killing was, you could call it white guilt or reactionary. It was what it was, and I think now's the time that you see in 2021 that we need to hold these companies accountable. Right?
If you say you're going to do these things for our communities, we need to come back and check in. Are you checking off the boxes for things that you promised you would do? But in order to do that, the activism has to be continuous and not just the result of some event or some act that was over the top, so to speak.
You have a lot of corporations who are looking at the problems in society, whether it's through PAC giving, whether it's through philanthropic giving, and saying, how can we solve this problem? So they're looking both externally at the outward facing issues as well as internally with their own employees, right? How do we retain more Black employees? How do we recruit more Black employees? And then once we recruit and have them in our companies, how do we make sure that we're providing them with the resources to thrive and grow within the organization?
It's this idea, or this what's dubbed as like the stylized representation, that we position Black men as lacking, as ineffective, and at the same time, all of some of the traditional male stereotypes about the lack of altruistic behavior, or this expectation of altruistic behavior, it's amplified. But the way it's positioned on Black men, even vis-a-vis their white male counterparts, is so much worse. It's done in such a way that not only is the altruism not expected, so when we see it happen in the case of like Robert F. Smith, we talk about it much more, but it's then shrouded in like these implications that, well, of course this didn't happen.